So what do you think is the secret to improving your writing? Getting a better grasp of grammar, developing a keener eye for jargon, gaining a deeper understanding of your reader? Well, all of these skills are useful, of course, but they'll only take you so far. Do you want to know what the real secret to writing content that people actually want to read is? Content that keeps them reading? Well, that's the topic of this video. But before then, if you don't know me, I'm Dr. Claire Lynch of the Doris and Bertie Writing School, and I'm on a mission to help you become a better, more confident, more persuasive writer. But anyway, back to the topic of today's video. So here's the simple step you need to take to become a better, more engaging writer. Simply stop writing and start editing. Yes, becoming a better writer isn't about knowing how to write. It's about knowing how to edit your writing. It's about knowing when your writing's, frankly, not very good. And it's also about really enjoying the process of going back and honing your work over and over and over until it's better. You know, it's funny, when I'm running a workshop on how to write, someone will always ask, how can I get my writing right first time? Or they'll say to me, well, you're a professional writer. How do you get it right first time? But actually, that's the opposite of what a professional writer does. Professional writers, like everyone else, almost always get it wrong first time. But what separates out the professionals from almost everyone else is that we enthusiastically embrace the idea of getting it wrong first time. What we actually love about writing isn't putting words down on a blank page, but instead looking at those words and thinking, well, how can I make this better? And just in case you were wondering, I'm not alone in being a writer who usually gets it wrong first time. Check out this page from a manuscript of John le Carré's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Here the author is describing the character of George Smiley. Or check out this extract from the same author's Tailor of Panama. Now, one thing you might have noticed about both of these examples is that le Carré has physically marked up a paper copy with his edits. In fact, in the first example, the whole thing was handwritten. And I think that's another thing that sets me apart from many of the people I teach or work with. And that's a willingness or even a need to edit on paper, not just on screen. I don't tend to write by hand often, and I do also do a lot of my editing on screen, but I never, ever produce a finished piece of writing that I've not printed out and marked up at least once. Now, a lot of my students are surprised when I tell them I always edit on paper. It's something they've often never even thought of and might even be reluctant to do. And I get that. It can be expensive to print out, and often they have concerns about the environment. But I figure if you're writing a piece of content that's going to change someone's life or make a difference to the world, then you want to give it the best possible chance of getting read. And I figure that there are probably other less important areas of life where you can make changes to minimise your impact on the environment. Because when you print a piece of writing out, it has a powerful effect on your ability to make that writing better. It puts a distance between you and your words, for a start, and it forces you to see the writing anew from the standpoint of a reader. And it also makes it easier to get a big picture view of your work, making it easier to see what should go where, connect ideas, create greater flow, identify gaps that you need to fill, or the opposite, the bits that need cutting. All things that will lead to a much stronger, more coherent, more persuasive and more engaging piece of work. So that's my surprisingly simple step for writing better. Always edit, and if you can, edit on paper. So, what did you think of this video? Do you always edit your writing? And if so, do you edit on paper? Or were you surprised at my confession that I never get my writing right first time? Let me know in the comments what you think and share your writing and editing process. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Click that notification bell so you never miss a video. And please share this video with your colleagues and friends.